right now we're diving into some NBA games to wager on. We've got Tony T joining us from out west.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications every time we have a new video.
Rockets Jazz. This is one of those tricky ones because we're not entirely sure who might be playing. As of now, it's looking like Westbrook and Harden both won't be playing for the Rockets, which obviously is a big chunk of their offense. The Rockets 28-16 on the year, but just 21-23 against the spread. Meanwhile, the Jazz are 32-13, 24-19-2 against the spread. And the Jazz, they've won 4 in a row. Who would you like in this one?
You know, that's the question mark here with the injuries. We just saw a line, the first line that came out in this one now has Utah favored by 11.5 points. That's a big number here. I would not lay that with Utah. I would lay it probably up to 6, but you're probably not going to find that. It does appear that Russell Westbrook will sit for the Rockets here for rest. Now, James Harden sat out Sunday with a thigh injury. Now, the Rockets are in a back-to-back. They've now lost 5 of their past 7 after that 117-110 road loss Sunday at Denver. Houston in a brutal back-to-back spot, playing in 2 high-elevation cities in back-to-back games. They played at Denver on Sunday, now Monday at Utah. We saw a team do that recently, got blown out. I think it was Indiana that got blown out at Utah recently. One thing to note here with the Rockets, they have failed to cover 4 of 6 in back-to-back games because they score 11 fewer points offensively in back-to-backs. That's why I will take the under in this game. I anticipate the line to be around 226. I'll go under in this one because I notice here the back-to-back situations, the injuries to the 2 star players here for the Rockets. The Rockets, they don't perform well offensively in back-to-backs, so I'm going to look here to the under in this one.
Something I've noticed in the Rockets games, it looks like there's some apathy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me being a frustrated bettor when I play them sometimes, but sometimes it just looks like their heads aren't in it. And for a team that good and for such a big market city, I know this game's on the road, but when they play at home, it just seems like the crowd's not into it. Just one of those anomalies I've noticed with the Rockets. I don't know if it's pertinent or if it plays in this one, but just something I've noticed.
Oh, you're right on. You're right on there. And I'll tell you what the issue is. It's Russell Westbrook shooting, and that's really what's been the cause here. If you look at him, his efficiency state rankings as an offensive player has been bad. He takes a lot of bad shots. You know, bad shooting does not sit well with teammates because NBA is a very hard game to play. You have to work position. It's hard to get open. When you have an open look, you want the ball and you don't get it. It can be very frustrating having to run up and down the court and realizing that your point guard's not smart with the basketball. And I think that's what the issue is right now with Houston.
Well, everybody, that was the point of contention when Westbrook and Harden went there to Houston together. You know, it was the team chemistry. They're both scorers. Harden is wanting to shoot threes and get fouled in the process. And then Westbrook wants to drive through the lane and get fouled in the process. But it's hard to have 2 of those scoring type players on the same team.